50.
Oh, 50 Cent. Live from Las Vegas?
SK.
Yeah, we're in Vegas now.
Yo, Fifth, babe. First of all, I want to give it up because 24/7 is not just covering Floyd Mayweather and Victor Ortiz, but you just happen to be in the middle of it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just there. I mean, you see, I don't try to turn it on for the camera when because it's about Floyd, that show. You know what I mean?
Right. No, and it's a great look. Last night I'm watching HBO, and they're saying that Floyd might have a surprise, and the rumor is that Floyd might be bringing out Victor Ortiz's father on his corner. That's just rumors, you know what I mean? And that's, when you hang with 50 Cent, it just kind of fits, you know what I'm saying?
That sounds like me a little bit, don't it?
Yo, Fifth, if he comes out on his corner and you got Floyd Mayweather with a tattoo on his back saying Ortiz, it's over. I took your last name. I took your name, punk.
Nah, he ain't doing that shit like that.
Oh, man. What's good?
Everything's good, man. You know, I'm out here chilling.
Okay.
Shit, I got out here.
Yeah, you holding the champ down out there?
Yeah.
Can we get a hand clap for 50 Cent though, real quick?
Please.
Yo, 50.
Yeah.
Yo, can you shout out how many people you fed for the first week sales in SK?
2.5 million.
Holy
Wow.
shit!
Wow.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna achieve the billion kids that I sell my feed. A billion meals. And I'm working with the World Food Program.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's one of the most respectable organizations you can work with. Like if you have an earthquake in Haiti, they're there to support, or tsunami in Japan. Like it's around the world. It's what America would utilize,
Right.
as the company to go to deal with. And I kind of got them where those proceeds can go to that organization.
Okay.
More hand clap, please.
More hand claps. No gunshots today. Not for Fifth. No more. No, we can't put that side on.
Yeah, so it's one for one. So every time they purchase the SK, the child's being fed. You know what I mean? I went to Africa. When you see it up close, it's a whole different thing from you seeing commercial.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you'll be affected by it. If you have anything in you because I live within excess.
Right.
So you gotta look at yourself after you see that much.
Damn.
That it's that bad when someone don't even know when or if they're gonna get their next meal.
Right. And Fifth, you have talked about this. First of all, let everybody know if whoever's just tuning in, an SK product is a 5-hour energy drink.
Yeah, 6 hours.
No,
actually.
6 hours.
Okay,
Yeah.
pardon me. And the flavors?
It's grape and orange mango.
Yeah, I tasted the orange mango.
Yeah, everybody likes the orange mango. Like, crazy.
But I mean, it's a good project, and I think that I'll be successful with this, like my other ventures. But I also, I think it's exciting to lead and implementing this actual business model. So my peers, not just artists, within the artist community that's doing brand extensioning, but other young entrepreneurs could utilize this business model. If just 1% of business was given to charitable organizations, we would alleviate all of extreme poverty around the world, period.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's just when you look at like companies that seem like they're monsters, like Google, Google's 10 years old. That's still a baby. You see what I'm saying? And
Wow.
if this model was implemented at that point, how much would have been solved with just that one company? When you got majority shareholders of these companies that have over 55% of it, what's 1%? How many yachts? How many helicopters or private planes you want? You end up in that area where you start to look at things that matter. Yet your happiness matters the most.
Right. Right.
And finding a way to be content at some point, because you can make a few $100 million and you're still hustling like you don't have no money. And when you work to it becomes habit. Like I'm uncomfortable when I'm sitting still. Like if there's nothing going on, I feel like I'm messing something up.
That's real.
So gotta have different projects, but in involving yourself in philanthropy or But being humanitarian on some levels would be that thing that you'd never misutilize that energy. There's never too much you can actually do, you know? So, I mean, it's exciting. You can see I'm growing in different areas because I've been exposed to different things. I've traveled, been able to interact with people from different ethnic backgrounds to give me a different insight and perspective on everything. Like, when you're in that little bubble, you know what it is. Like, you just in your neighborhood, you live what the means of survival are right there.
Right.
When you get a chance to go outside and see different things, you don't even have, view people the same.
And you're definitely an artist that has probably touched every side of Africa. As far as going out there.
Oh yeah, I traveled all over Africa. Wari, Nigeria, Angola, Morocco.
You've met Nelson Mandela.
Somalia. Huh?
You've met the leaders out there, Nelson Mandela, everybody. You definitely touched us.
It's not just about Africa. Even America, we have issues. You know what I'm saying? So it's just to participate in it in different ways. Like Usher reached out. He has interest in malaria.
Right.
And he's previously been a part of some projects like that. I'm sure in the future he'll have a venture similar business model wise because I've had communication. So you'll start to see different Justin Bieber, Lady Gaga, Drake, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like people that have expressed interest in implementing that type of structure to their deal process, not actually doing a deal or supporting SK in that way, but they understand the motivation for it.
Right. Wow.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
This is extreme. This is extremely serious because you're going to the United Nations soon with this whole situation, right?
That hasn't been announced, asshole.
Oh, okay.
Viv, I have a question. What are your feelings on just like, the news and a lot of these media outlets, they're not covering, what you're doing. I don't think that they're covering it, the way they should. Do you feel that that's because there's a bias because you are a hip hop artist and because you've had like negative, events associated with your name in the past?
Well, you know what? Negative events, you've seen it with even the most conservative people you can point to. You know what I mean? So it's not that. I mean, within hip-hop culture, you've never had anyone make the decision or decide to do it on this extreme of a level. But
right.
You'll see it. It'll be gradual because I'm not... Like, if you did it for publicity, you should be upset.
Right.
You don't see the coverage the same. You know what I'm saying? When you've done it genuinely because you're making a decision to move in that direction, the people that count, it affects them. The people that are already in that actual... conscious of trying to support and to remember those that are easily forgotten, they are aware of your interests and your efforts.
Right.
The people that, day to day that's just doing what they're doing, they're conscious of other things. Like, like London's riots will get more coverage than famine in Africa. You got a kid dying every 6 minutes. Since we've been talking longer than 6 minutes.
Right.
So since I started this interview, since they heard my voice on the air, this conversation's been running for 8 minutes and 47 seconds. My phone's counting it.
Right.
So they lost a child since we've been talking.
Wow. Wow. It's serious. It's serious.
Yeah.
And even our own Joy Daly did she went out in the streets and asked the people, like, how do you feel about 50 not getting the kind of coverage? You do get a lot of backlash out there. And I've seen, I think for us, we take it a little bit more personal because you've done stuff for the neighborhood. Like, you go hard. You know what I'm saying?
But you got people that are small-minded. They're limited. Like, you can't expect the entire general public to understand what they're looking at. And when people confusion or not knowing is what makes people angry.
Right.
Not understanding what you're looking at is what they get pissed because they don't know what that is.
Right.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Like they'll look and say, "You did what? That's a scam." Why? Because you don't understand why. They haven't made it to the point that they have the things that create a comfort till it's so much of it that you're looking around going, what do I actually need versus, like, why do I want the next thing? Why do I want another watch?
Right.
I got 10. I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? So for the new proceeds, the new income and different things that happen, for you to connect it, and it's not telling people, go give your money to charity. Go give everything you have, everything you work for to charity. But to implement this actual business model moving forward, if everyone adapted to it, then it would start fixing itself. It's obvious the government ain't gonna fix it.
Right.
Right. Do you think that you're going to have that type of influence on other hip hop artists so that, you know, more people
Absolutely.
are involved in
Well,
genres?
they're following me in interest, seeing the income off of vitamin water.
Oh, okay.
When they see that type of situation where you get, you know, equity involvement in a company that sells like that, they go, wow, that was a phenomenal deal. Now you can write a whole lot of hit records, and you won't see that number.
Wow.
Your bank account won't see those numbers. You see what I'm saying? So you have to away from diversify, not just be. You know, look, superstars need budgets. The music business themselves used to provide that budget because the income off of a CD was huge. Like it was $19.99, and the manufacturing cost of the disc was 82 cents.
Right.
Oh shit! I forgot about that too.
You see what I'm saying? And you know how much they was giving the artists. They didn't, you know, if you didn't sell huge amounts of records and negotiate coming in the greatest deal, you probably seen a dime off of the disc.
Wow. Well, I mean, you are the business
savvy.
I can't even find a title for you, Fib, but I definitely want to talk about other things, man, like the movies, like All Things Fall Apart. It's something that everybody's been asking about. Let us know what's the status, what's going on with that movie right now.
Yeah, I just premiered it in the New York Festival. And, well, actually, Mario premiered it. I had to leave because if I didn't get on the jet by then, I wouldn't have made it to Las Vegas in time for what was going on here.
Right.
You know, but I set it up. I went there. They actually were running late. And, I mean, that project for me, it was a passion project. It was something that I wanted to do. I lost my friend to cancer, and I kind of wanted to do a project that conveyed that energy. I could commit to it.
Right.
Based on, you know, the emotional attachment to losing him.
Right.
And I went forward and did it. I probably wouldn't have accepted the project if a film company would have brought it to me, because that's a lot. Like, you ask a person, you got to lose 60 pounds. You go, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, not right now. I got an album coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of other things that and then to say, you got people out there that want to lose 5 pounds, 4 pounds.
Right.
Walking around saying, you know, I just want to lose this like 5 pounds or 4 pounds, and they keep grabbing the waist area, or my thighs are too big, or my arms are starting to get it, and they can't get the 5 pounds off. So they understand the discipline involved with losing 60 pounds.
Right. And to my knowledge, this movie is going in theaters.
Yeah, it has a limited release, and you know, based on the performance in the theaters that it does actually go in, they'll expand it.
Wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a good project for me. I mean, obviously, to a lot of Hollywood, it was confirmation that I was serious about actual acting. That it's not like I'm not moonlighting just doing it. Like, I won't just do any project that they bring. A lot of the projects that I'm in, I'm actually producing them because I found it, went through the scripts, and found something that I thought was interesting, you know?
Right, and trust me when I tell you, when you invited the entire New York City, all the DJs to come out, it was definitely a tear jerker. It was this movie is definitely gonna put you in a different space.
I told everybody that's very like, oh man.
But it's different from anything that they've seen me in. They haven't seen me even write a song that attempted to make you emotional. Like, probably emotional. The most that I've went was maybe God Give Me Style, God Give Me Grace.
Right.
Or from an artist perspective, the most vulnerable thing to write would be Confusion.
Right.
And I wrote it on Hate It or Love It in that verse. But the song doesn't make you feel sad.
Right.
It has that energy that, you know, real emotional issues on it, but it doesn't feel like like I'm getting ready to cry while I'm saying it.
Right, right.
And Many Men is like that, but it's a war chant. It's like you don't have room to be that weak where I come from. And if you show people that you're vulnerable, you may be a victim once for millions of times over.
Right. Wow. And you know, and the way you're talking right now, I can't even wait. The excitement, because I know your music. You getting ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're coming with some heat. You're coming on